Interviewing Dr. Gary Prowe, one of the members of our St. Luke Minerva Community Advisory Board, and one of those in the community who helped get the Minerva project off the ground to begin with. So can you tell me a little bit about why you feel so passionate about the mission of St. Luke and the ensuring that seniors in our community are cared for?
Well, it certainly makes sense to have another Christian undertaking to serve not only congregations, but also the very elderly. And it makes a lot of sense to have a nonprofit organization run a beautiful spot here in the Minerva area so that we would not be left out of the facilities that are more in the cities. The effort of a nonprofit organization in a Christian basis is always close to our hearts around here, and especially to our family. And that's why my wife and I decided in the years that we could not support ourselves in the home any longer to reside at St. Luke's as our last home. About a decade ago or more, the start came to Minerva into our church via the then CEO saying that the east section of Stark County is not connecting with the downtown North Canton facility any longer, so we need to put out satellites. And so as time went by, we were shown several concepts of assisted living and nursing homes and came to a conclusion that we would like to have an open area to begin with when people come into the facility so they can see that it's inviting them to look like this is really like home. And as time went on, it became clear that we would not want to be like hospital wings. So we decided on a concept of open wings with a large social hall at the end to make it feel more comfortable for people, especially when they have a large family coming and their rooms would be too small to gather in there. But as process went on, we insisted on having not only an inviting entry, but also a chapel and not a little theater, an activity room, and all the necessities from mailing area to beauty parlor built into this particular section. We are just a little outside of Minerva, sitting on 70 acres of a knoll with forest and grassy areas around us, with even deer and other animals coming to see us.
And how are you finding it now that you're living at St. Luke?
It's pleasant and well-staffed and not only loving, but also an open area where we can reside and walk around and entertain each other with getting together in social areas and in activity rooms and in the chapel. And the activities that have been planned in the past are quite entertaining and given us a boost in our living will.
Any particular message you would like to share with someone who might be considering giving to St. Luke?
Well, as a family, my wife and I looked around to see where we would like to reside in our senior years, and we found no concept and no facility as pleasant and inviting as St. Luke's here in Minerva. So even a few years ago, we already found out that that's what we really wanted to do eventually, and we were unable to support ourselves in a home. We chose this home to be our support.